Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ayinda. I am the owner and CEO of LuvOnFire Candle Company. If you are new here, be sure to hit a like, want to follow, and subscribe to my channel. We will be talking about on this channel all things candles and starting a business at 50. So just a little bit of background about myself. I spent a lot of years in healthcare as a nurse and a registered respiratory therapist. And so I was in healthcare for a very long time, actually since I was 18, when I was doing lab tech and so on and so forth. However, after COVID, so this was not during COVID I started a juicing business. And my juicing business was great. It was called Arteries to Veins Juices. So it was a good business. I liked it. My customers were pretty happy. But at the time, I just didn't know if I wanted to have like a brick and mortar. I didn't feel like it really served me like I wanted it to serve me. So I pivoted, right? So any good business owner knows that when you are not feeling served, when you are not feeling that business is actually meeting your needs, or not just financially, right, just all together. So if the business is not meeting your needs, then you want to go ahead and you want to pivot. And so as a business owner, you need to be ready to pivot on the drop of a dime. You need to be ready, you need to have all your ducks in order, and then just go ahead and pivot to whatever else it is, whether it is to a new business or whether it is to a hiatus. For me, I pivoted to candles, right? And I developed LuvOnFire Candle Company. I did a lot of research. I'm going to say at least about 6 months or more of research, just to find out really what I like, with candles. What kind of wax do you want to use? What kind of wicks do you want to use? What kind of vessels do you want to use? So all of these things, what prices are you looking for? What are your cost of goods? So all of these things that you are hit with as a candle maker, right? So when you start candle making, initially you're like, oh, I can make candles, it's great. My house will smell good. And that's true. That is something, you want your house to smell great and you want to have this hobby or, of making candles. But when you want to move into the realm of business and you want to start selling your candles, there's so many things that you need to be thinking about, right? Part of that is, not just the business itself, but all of the financial things. Like, you're going to have an accountant, or are you able to be your own accountant? So all of those things, right? So I had to kind of get in and figure out, what I wanted to do, how is it going to work for me and my family, and then starting a business at 50, right? I am 50 years old, and this is the halfway life point, right? And at 50, sometimes you are, there's so many things that's going through a person's head, and especially a woman's head when she turns 50. You're just wondering about life, where did you go in life? What did you do? Did you do enough? Did you do all you wanted to do? Do you still have things ahead of you that you'd like to do? What does that look like for you? You're not at retirement age or anything like that yet, so you still have some years to work. But you just want to figure out like what it is, what direction are you going? And it's not an easy task. It's not something that's super easy. It's not something that you're going to figure out overnight. And it can be scary, right? It's scary for a number of reasons. It's scary because this is new for you. You're new to this age. You're new to what comes with this age. Changes in your body, changes in your, the way that you think about life. At this point, you're thinking about all the things that you've endured through life, and you're reflecting, right? And you're trying not to have any regrets, because that's the biggest thing. Because if you're living, there's no regrets, right? You just keep on going, and you figure it out as you go. That's just what it is. That's life. It's called lifing, right? And so you're not always going to make the right decisions. Things are not always going to fit into the box of what everyone else thinks you should do or should have done or be doing, right? So you are at the stage in life where things are actually scary too, right? Because it's like, oh my gosh, what's next? Am I going to have health issues? How can I start working on that? And of course, there are people who are taking their health way serious before 50. Absolutely. But there are those of us who, kind of moved into it and are like, whoa, now I better start walking. I better start eating right. If your knees are hurting or you are, someone maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going through menopause. Maybe your children have children. Maybe you're a grandmother at this point, or grandfather. Maybe, it could be a host of things. Did you save properly for retirement? What does that look like for you? Are you exhausted at 50? Most of us in my age group, we've started working at like 13 or 14 because you wanted to work so fast, right? I'm from Philadelphia, so we had Phila job back when I was young. And so, we started working at like 13 years old. You're working in the daycare and you just kind of went there and did your thing. So been working a very, very long time. And, I got married and, I have a son who's an adult now. And just to reflect on even that time, right? Because my son is 25 and I'm like, oh my God, where did the time go? And he's a man now, right? So, you're reflecting on, was I a good parent? Did I do the best that I could, right? Because you're not going to be A1 for your kids. I mean, this is what it is. I mean, you're going to be great. And some people, don't like their parents. But if you do, if there are kids and you did what you were supposed to do for your children, or what you felt needed to be done for your children, you're going to get some responses. Some things they're going to love that you did. Some things they're going to hate that you did. And there's nothing you could do about that, right? Because you had to just live life. And then circumstances are different for everyone, and life changes on a daily basis. And, if you weren't like a super rich parent, then you had to go through the everyday struggles, you know what I mean? So, and if your kid went to private school, you were working your butt off to get them to private school. Maybe they weren't an A student, maybe they couldn't get scholarships to certain schools so that it would be free. So all of those things come into play, right? And so at this stage now, I have moved fully into the candle realm. Right now I'm at my store. This is, I got the store, so this is LuvOnFire Candles here. I'll take a second and I'll show you guys around. But you can see my matchstick on the wall. And I have another one here. It's my larger than life matchstick. So this has become my karaoke mic when I'm here by myself. In fact, make sure I turn off this music. There you go. So this has become like my karaoke mic, right? So, you're just here, you are trying to just be thankful for where you are. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm thankful for my business. I'm thankful for all the things that I was just blessed enough to do in life. And I am just figuring it out, right? So we all think that, we're gonna have it figured out, and by the time I'm 50, I know everything, my life is figured out. No, your life is not figured out at 50. For the most part, yes. If you wanted to own a home, or if you didn't, or if you wanted to rent, yeah, those things may be figured out. You may have had children, you may have grandkids, I don't know. And those things, yes, may be figured out. But you are a human being, and you should be forever changing. And because you are forever changing, there are going to be different things that you want to do in your life, right? Hence me starting the business, right? So this wasn't something that most people even thought that I would do, because everyone thought, you're a nurse, you're a therapist, you have MBA, you have all these things, but you have to be fulfilled, right? And so in that, with multiple degrees and all of those things, what is driving you, right? How do you feel about all of those things that you have? They are really just things, right? They're degrees, and that's great, but it doesn't make you who you are, right? So you still have to do your own soul searching. You should still be evolving and growing, and you should be changing every day, right? So who you were at 19, you should not be at 21, and who you were at 21, you should be different at 25, and who you are at 25, you should be different at 30, and so on and so forth. And so I feel like I'm wonderful. I feel great about where I am, but there's also that part that is kind of, wait a minute, I'm 50. You know what I mean? Because when you hear the word 50, it's like, I don't care if you can drop it low, or you know what I'm saying, or do it slow. You are 50, and so you have to recognize those things. And so everything is different, right? Your palate is different. Things that I like to eat are different. Places I like to go, people I want to be around. My goals and objectives have changed. And now, am I super old? Absolutely not. Do I feel old? Absolutely not. But the reality is that you are at the half-life point. And so now it's just time to start reflecting, making sure you have some self-care. What does self-care look like for you? I have a business. I like making candles, but and candles do serve me as some self-care, right? We have LuvOnFire Candles, and that for me is about love and being multifaceted, and where I've come, I'm smacking my mouth, but where I've come through in life, right? What are all those things that that love entails, right? So I have these keywords and these trigger words for my candles, and some of them will make you snicker, right? And some of them will remind you of, I remember when something like this, or this word was an adjective in my life, right? So they're pretty much adjectives, right? So you might be focused love, might be ecstasy, the other woman, things like that, right? So you have those things that I chose because, like I said, love is multifaceted, and those adjective words that I chose kind of make you feel a way depending on where you are in life or what you have done or how much you've lived, right? So even if you're 21, you can still relate to, ecstasy or makeup sex or whatever, right? So it's for everybody. And our scents are curated by me. So I curate our scents. They're not something that's pouring straight out of a bottle onto our shelf. So I don't do that. So I, curate these scents, and I do it with love and intention. And really, my customers have been phenomenal. They just love the candles. They love the way that they make them feel. There's not something that you're going to go get at the big box store. So it's something that's going to be unique to me and my business. And so I say that we are luxury candles. If you see me looking outside, that's because I'm located 1 block from South Street in Philadelphia, at 716 South 4th Street. So I am 1 block from South Street of Philadelphia. So this is a super busy street on 4th and right off of 4th and South. Super busy. So there are always people walking around, and I'm always looking up to see what's going on. But anyway, so I created candles, luxury candles, and I wanted to create luxury candles on a budget. Now, does that budget mean $15? Absolutely not. Does it mean $20? Absolutely not. But my candles are going to be at least they are $38, unless I have something that's on sale, which maybe I did a pop-up, or maybe I changed boxes since then, right? So your business, whatever that business is, should be forever growing. So there's going to be things you change. You're going to change your colors sometimes. Sometimes you're going to change your, my shipping boxes are going to be different. My boxes that my candles come in are going to be different. So it's all those things that you start to change about your particular business. So if I phase something out, I have boxes that I'll phase out, and I give you guys a tour. When I phase them out, we're candle makers, right? So we don't discard anything, but we will take them and put them on sale for our customers. So it's like a one and done. So if they come in and they get this candle, they know that that's it, right? So that's that. Let's see. What else about me? So that is where we're going to start. How about we start there? I know that that's a mouthful that I gave you. I talk really fast sometimes. I am a person that chews gum all the time. So, just let me know. Comment below. Let me know if you hate the way I'm smacking my lips, or, if you would like to know something else about me or some things that you want me to share. There are tons of candle channels out there that are going to be teaching you candles, teaching you about wick size, teaching you about which vessels, which bottles, which wax. There are tons of those things, and I don't specialize in teaching. I can share with you. I'm not a gatekeeper, so I will share with you just about anything. But I am certainly not the person that would be teaching. There are tons of teaching channels. There are channels like Stanley, Handcrafted. There are who else? Boss Vision. There are a ton of other people that will actually teach you about candles. Here, we're going to talk real life stuff. We're going to talk candle business. We're going to talk whatever we feel like talking about. So if you feel like, hey, you know what, let's talk about this, maybe some things that you're experiencing at 50 or 40, or as you're getting up there, because honestly, as a woman, and even as a man, even when you start hitting the 30 mark, there are things that you're thinking about at 30, right? Your mind is like, whoa, I'm 30, right? Because most people, when they turn 30, that's like a shocker. It's like, wait, I'm 30? And then when you turn 40, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what's this 40 nonsense? And then when you hit 50, you're just like, somebody pump the brakes, right? So you are thinking about all things at 50, right? I mean, I'm talking, you know, end of life things, like whatever you could think about, right? All of those things you're thinking about. So anyway, drop me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see from me on this channel. We are going to be doing straight talk. We're going to be talking about candles. We'll talk about business. We're going to talk about life at 50 and, or before that, because I wasn't always 50, right? So you can talk to me about just about anything. And so I will end the video on that note, but I did promise you that I would give you a look around my candle store. So give me 1 second. Let me give you a look. Let me take you off this pod here, and then I'm going to turn you around if I can. All right. Sorry guys, am I smacking? All right, so I can't turn you around, but I'm going to just face you this way. All right. So if you're here, this is my candle bar. As you can see, this is not my candle bar. This is my coffee bar. Coffee bar. What does that say? Coffee bar. Why did I say candle bar? I don't know. So this is my coffee bar. This is my Bartesian. So, you know, sometimes you'll come in, you might want a cocktail here. We have our Bartesian here. We have our tea here. And make sure that I have some, these are herbal teas for my clients when they decide to come in. So I have all of the herbal teas here. Instant ginger tea. Can you see that right here? I have a Keurig here. I have all of the different coffees here and the different syrups. So people could come in if they want and they can make a cup of coffee, or they could have some water. So we have a refrigerator down here. And I don't know why I can't turn this around, guys, but you can see here's our refrigerator. All right. So we have that. Here is our room sprays. There are here, and I told you guys I chew gum, so don't hate on me in the comments about it. Right here, chewing gum, and look, one of those other things. You see me at 50 with this gray baby? That's a whole nother story. So anyway, so we have that. Here are my candles. Here, this one is called Distant Lover. It's here. So I have samples that are on the shelf. Here are the, I'm sorry, I wish I could turn it around, guys, but I can't. So here are the candles. It'll say like what the candle is and what's inside of there. So we have that. As we go forward, I have some small candle pictures at the top that I took. More candles here. And then down here, you'll see that I have wax melts. So some of these wax melts are things that we've had from different occasions, different scents. So we have those. I have QR codes on there. Let's see. We have here. This is our candle bar. I mean, our candle bar. This is our sale rack. I'm so mad that I can't turn this around. Let's see. Anyway, so this one is our sale rack. So it's in the center of our store, as you can see. Right? That says $20. Don't be alarmed. That's $20 on the sale rack. Those are, remember I told you about those boxes that I don't carry these boxes any longer. So that's this. Oh, it smells divine now. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. So you have this. I have these. You know, again, these are vessels that I don't carry. You can see that, you know, you see all of our stuff it's black and white. So these, of course, are vessels that I don't carry, but it's on our sale rack. You can see our name on the top. These are all 20 here. And then down here are our wax warmers. So these are just regular wax warmers. You put your wax melt here and your tea light at the bottom. So I have them available for customers. They're only $5. And then we have down at the bottom, these are candles that are the same size as candles that we typically have. They're a little larger down here, and these are 25. So I have that here. As we take a walk around the shop, you can see that I have a wax melt lit here. And as you can see here, I actually have snacks for people. Down at the bottom, I have books about You're Amazing, and the author, Calvin Purnell, he has a book here about business. I have cards if someone wants to play. Tic-tac-toe, sorry. I have mitts, you can see that. I have mitts for my guests here. I have a suggestion box. So you can see suggestion box here. You can see people walking around out here. Oh, and then down here on the floor, you can see here that I actually have I guess if you want to call kind of like Connect Four almost. So that's there. Then we have our window seating, which is here. So if you want, you could come in, have a seat here, look out the window. There's my car there. It says Love on Fire. Wherever you can advertise, advertise. Have that. We come out here. You can see here that I have my sign that is outside of my store. This is breast cancer awareness. So it says cancer is so limited. It cannot cripple love. It cannot shatter hope. It cannot corrode faith. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I have that there. Okay. So this is my store. So I will come on again at some point and we will have conversation and talk about it. Actually, I think because I should have had you sideways probably, right? Forgive me, guys. First video. We'll be all right. First video. Let me cut me a little slack. So anyway, I'm going to sign out now. We will talk later. Again, just leave me a comment, follow. If you have some questions about a candle business, you have some questions about nursing, you have questions about life at 50 and before 50, just regular stuff. I'm here to just have a good time, real conversation, real life with you, no sugarcoating, no gatekeeping. This is who I am in real life. People who know me know that I can sometimes be tough. So if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask me. You got to ask someone else. I am not the person that is going to sugarcoat anything. I am a realist. I will be honest with you. I like people to be honest with me, even when it hurts. And so that's where we are. So again, I'm signing off. My name is Ayinda. Again, my candle company is called LuvOnFire Candles. We're going to be talking about all things 50 and under, and then all things business, candles, and life. All right. Nice talking to you guys. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. Later. Don't forget to go love somebody, baby.